traveling to Toronto to take part in the Wide Awake tour with David Icke to see what he has to say and offer, and I'm excited because he hasn't come to Canada in I don't know how long because he wasn't allowed, and it's going to be a fun day. We're going to see what we can find out and learn.
Years later, the efforts to keep me out of Canada have failed, and we are obviously, and I say to you, thanks for all your patience, because we have had to move venues twice. It must have been something I said, I hope so. And, it will be our level of awareness. We have to connect with that by expanding ourselves and not waiting for someone else to come in and save us. What's the answer? Removing the cause of the problem. You know, this section, looking at how we can move out of this, is much smaller than the sections detailing the problem, because the way we come out of it is so freaking simple. It's not complicated. It doesn't need complex explanations. And removing the cause of the problem is ditching the program. Everything the program has ever told us to believe about ourselves and the world, we start again. It gets into our perception only when it earns its place, not because of repetition, not because someone with letters after their name has told us, or some teacher, or some academic, or some freaking journalist. What do we feel? Are we going to let into our sense of perception because of what we feel with our filter, not accepting it just because someone else has said it? Ditching all the stuff we learned in education, from the media, or in all the years of our lives. Ditch it. Not say some of it's not valid and valuable, but that which is valid and valuable has to earn its place in our perceptions now, like everything else. And I'll tell you from personal experience, when you look at where your perceptions come from and you chart them back, it's nonsense. I heard it somewhere. Someone said it at school. We had a chat down the bar or something. Where did they come from, all this stuff that we then accept as our perceptions and the way of seeing things? So many things we believe have no validity when you chart them back to their source. They have to earn their place. And we have to ditch the postage stamp consensus and refuse to be intimidated into its sense of reality. Because it's an idiot. It's an idiot. It's the village idiot. And so if we are only standing there because we're frightened of standing off it because of the reaction, then, you know, it's over. We're not going to move forward. We're not going to change anything. It's the postage stamp consensus that is manifesting perception from possibility and probability that has created this world. That's why it's so limited, this world, because the perception of the world is so limited. It's self-fulfilling prophecy. We have to step off this postage stamp. And if that means people in our family or at work or wherever don't like it or think you're crazy, well, that has to be. Because the alternative is staying on the postage stamp, which means nothing's going to change. It's just going to carry on manifesting the world that we're in. And we need to stop feeding the beast. Stop falling for these emotional reactions that feed the beast. And chill out. Chill out. Chill out when someone has a different opinion to us. That's called freedom of speech. Not everyone has to think like we do. I don't care what people think. I care when people impose what they think on other people. That's when I get interested. And we stop feeding the beast. We stop living lives of fear and anxiety an emotional reaction and response that are all creating this energetic frequency that they feed off and create this fake reality that we think is real. To the point where we say, I don't agree with your opinion, you don't agree with mine, but you have a right to it and I have a right to it. We must have a way where you can live your life as you see fit without imposing it on anyone else, and I can live my life as I see fit without imposing it upon you. And then we have two people disagreeing but living in mutual freedom in the same reality. Why? Because perceptions have changed. From I must impose my will on you and vice versa to you have a right to your opinion even though I don't agree with it. The energy field would have been like in Charlottesville. Because that's what happens when those situations unfold. And it's not one side that's creating that, it's both. And then, because of that energetic field created by that hatred, people in that energy field are now interacting with hatred. Even when the people have gone away from their protests, that energy field is impregnated with that hate. And when we love each other, that's a bit different. Anyway, we haven't tried that one, have we? When we love each other, what we're doing is changing the energetic field to something akin to that. So people then are interacting and going about their lives in an energetic field that represents that of balance and harmony. How many times I've watched it where people go into a situation where there's a lot of antagonism, and they go into it, it might be a room or whatever, it might be a family situation. They'll go into it in a lot of antagonism and conflict, and they're having a chill day, and they go in there, and suddenly they're getting pulled into it. They're starting to feel the emotion. Now they're starting to get angry. Now they're starting to get pissed off. And what's happening is the energetic field created by all that conflict and aggravation and hatred is starting to impact on them, and it's impacting on their behaviour. This is what we're doing all the time. If we could see the energetic field of the earth on a frequency level, it would be shocking with all the war and hatred and conflict. But we can reverse it, but only if we change the way we perceive ourselves in the world and therefore the energy we give off. And as we saw with this earlier, by focusing love and harmony and balance at that blob of chaos, this was manifested out of the same water. Now, if we're interacting with this, we're not going to get pulled into all these low vibrational fields of emotional conflict and anger and hatred. That's what will do that.
Okay, so today was really good. It was really a lot of information in a short amount of time, which was really a whole day. But it's still a lot to process and think about. Even though I knew quite a bit of the beginning of the day, I knew. He did open my eyes to some things that I didn't think about or didn't know. But the end result was, what do we do about everything that's happening in the world? How can we control it? We can control ourselves. We can control how we're thinking and our reactions to what's going on. So that's a good thing. Infinite love. That's right. Infinite love and balance and doing the right thing. I just pulled my nose. That's weird. And look at all these Teslas in the parking lot. Why is there this many Teslas parked in what is this, a Toronto Pavilion parking lot?
It's a church parking lot.
Church. How much money are people giving this church? This is weird. I don't understand this. Okay. My send off. Okay. So I'm just saying goodnight to everybody because I still have to get out of this parking lot and that the cars aren't moving. They're stuck.
It's a standstill.
It's a standstill. Come here. Okay. Yeah, standstill. No cars are moving. We're at the end of the line.
We're around the corner and at the end.
I'm with my sister Kara, by the way. There she is. She's going to love that picture of her. And yeah, I'll think of more stuff to say in the morning if I'm awake. Because it's like after 10 now and we still have like an hour.
What are you you talking about?
in like
You're
15
awake
minutes.
and aware.
I am wide awake and aware, that's for sure. I am more awake than I've ever been in my life. I know that much. And that's a good thing.
And you're on the right path.
And I'm on the right path. So that's another good thing. I have this... Hey, there's Jamie! Hi, Jamie! Oh my god!
I told you! David Icke's gonna come out this
David Icke is totally
He's coming out.
He's going to the Teslas. I know it. Tell him where to go. That's totally going to the Teslas. Where is he? He's behind us. Yeah, he's behind us. There he is.
They're getting into a white Jeep.
White Jeep. It's just...
You're gonna tape David Icke coming out.
I'm totally gonna do it.
Oh my